3, 2, 1. Welcome to Nicksaway live here at Luckenbach, Texas. Beautiful scene here, Thursday, 6 o'clock local time. And I'm very excited to talk to Bobby here, who's been with Luckenbach for 14 years.
Long time.
Not that long, but she's going to give us a tour of this great location and this unique place. But before I start, guys, I just want to remind you, there's a means to Texas.
Oh, there we are. Luckenbach founded in 1849, so we've been around a really long time. It was started out as a trading post for the local ranchers and settlers, and with the Comanche Indians. And a matter of fact, the treaty. This is an interesting little side.
Oh, we love sidebars.
The treaty with the Comanche Indians that was written at the time is the only Indian treaty in the United States that has never been broken.
Wow.
I know.
How about
pretty
that?
Cool.
That is pretty cool.
Anyway, and then in 1886, the Eagles built a post office and a bar and everything here, and so this was the post office to service this entire community up until 1970.
Okay.
And then they moved it to the big city of Fredericksburg.
The big city of Fredericksburg. Yeah, I was able to give a glimpse of Fredericksburg through Snapchat last week, but it's a very, very cool town.
It is
great Main Street.
It is.
And we'll get to Hondo in a second, but he also has a restaurant there as well. So I was able to eat there on Sunday morning. It was fantastic.
Hondo's on Main,
yeah,
owned by his daughter, Chris Graham. Yeah.
Oh, it was fantastic. Great food, too. Well, Bobby, if you don't mind, if we can just go through the general store and maybe show some of the great things that you guys have for sale and maybe some of your favorite items.
And some of the wonderful customers that we got in there right now.
Well,
and I think it's full.
It is full, so we might be running into a few people.
That's all right.
Can't wait.
First thing you can see is all of the graffiti all over the front of the store. The store is over 150 years old. So, and one thing you see is the sign where we asked them not to write on it, and there they go. But that's okay.
Wow. Fantastic.
7 days a week. And this store, if you look over here, all the antiques and stuff were here when the store closed in 1973.
Okay.
And they threatened to put in them for the night.
Hey Andy, how are you?
Oh, I'm doing fine, you?
Fantastic.
Another fine day in Luckenbach.
There you go, that's it. And these are some of the wonderful customers here and patrons of Luckenbach, Texas. Very excited for tonight and today with some of the music that you guys have going on.
Okay, and this is our wall of t-shirts, ball caps. A little bit of everything back there.
You get some of those t-shirts.
Yeah, you can get a t-shirt in pretty much any color that you want to use.
Wow. I saw that you guys
It's called the big ass.
the big ass hat?
Yeah.
It's a top hat right there. And I was told that Hondo, who we'll talk about in a second, he used to wear one of those.
Well,
Or something similar?
he wore a really old ratty felt hat most of the time, but I've seen him in some top hats and stuff
Okay,
too. So,
great.
yeah.
Well, and let's, speaking of hats, if we could go over here, and then I know I wanted to talk about yours truly, Hondo Crouch, who is very famous in this area. And if you could, Bobby, what made Hondo and what is he? Why is he so important to Luckenbach?
Hondo was an Imagineer. That's what his business card said. And he was kind of the clown prince of everything. He was a championship swimmer, for one thing, for UT, for University of Texas. But Hondo was a prankster, always playing a joke on somebody, including Bob Hope at one time. He would give a key to the city to dignitaries that came out here, and the key to the city was a screwdriver because it would open any door in Luckenbach. Anyway, so in the early 70s, Hondo and two of his friends bought Luckenbach, and they kind of turned it into for a long time, turned it into a hippie music venue. And we had Jerry Jeff Walker, Gary Pena, and Guy Clark, and then Willie Nelson used to play dominoes and play in the bar all the time when we were young.
Yeah.
And they all loved Hondo. Hondo loved them. And he had a World's Fair out here, which they expected a couple of hundred people. They had like 13,000 people show up.
Wow.
Yeah. And started the first Texas State Ladies Chili Cook-Off Championship was held here. So he started all these different festivals. The Mud Dauber Festival, where the swallows return to Capistrano every year. Well, the Mud Daubers return to Luckenbach every year.
Okay.
We still have the Mud Dauber Festival.
Do you really?
Every March.
Wow.
Combined with the Chili Cook-Off.
Yes.
So we just kind of try to keep Hondo's fun spirit alive around here.
Well, you can tell it's definitely alive, and something I know that he said, and I wanted to ask you, what does he mean by like the state of the Texas state of mind?
Well, it just kind of means that there is your whole attitude out here needs to be laid back, relaxed, fun, and just enjoy yourself. Get out of the city, get away from all the stress, and there's so much of that right now. Get away from all that stuff that's down. So cold beer on a hot day is always pretty good.
What other events? I know that you guys, you'll hear about Luckenbach and you hear about the music and the events that you guys do. But what else? What other events do you guys hold?
Oh gosh, every January we have a huge blues festival. We'll have blues in Luckenbach. February we have our annual hug-in.
Okay.
And the Valentine's Ball, it's a big camping weekend. We have people come and they camp all weekend long.
Yeah.
They go to there's a dance in the dance hall, there's campfires and music all over the place. It's really good. And then of course in March we do the Texas Independence Day celebration and our Mud Dauber. Those are Waylon Jennings boots hanging up there.
Let me get those real quick.
On this.
So right there, we're looking at Waylon Jennings' old boots.
So they got hamburgers.
And there are some younger people watching, but if you could at least let us know Waylon Jennings and Willie Nelson and what they mean to Luckenbach.
The dance starts at 8 o'clock.
And there are tables and chairs back in the basics of love.
That's right. Yep.
Thank you. Back in 1977 was when female Hondo died.
I know, and which is too bad. I was reading about that, and I was surprised about that.
But Willie also did, Willie's come out here and
watching TV.
he also did 6 of his big 4th of July movies.
Okay.
And Waylon came to one of them, and that's
how long I'm going to be able to get. Well, it used to be the outhouse.
Well, it never was the outhouse. It was built as the ATM booth. But a lot of people go,
Do they get confused?
Yeah, sometimes. Then it's kind of, they kind of have to laugh at it.
Yeah. Because it definitely looks like an outhouse. And so you guys have an event tonight at 8.
We've got a dance in the dance hall with Doug Moreland tonight.
Okay.
Yes. And he's great. Fiddle player deluxe.
Wow. Well, I'll definitely be hanging around here. If you guys are on Snapchat, you'll be able to see at 8 o'clock. My Snapchat is Nicksaway. But please join me. That's at 8 local, so 9 Eastern. But I was here on Sunday and couldn't help but peek inside. It's very nice.
This is one of the oldest dance halls in the state of Texas.
Okay.
And definitely one of the oldest continually used dance halls.
Okay.
So, there's dance halls that might be older, but they've closed or whatever. And this one has always been open. It's never been closed.
Really?
So, the old ranchers this used to be called Ingalls Hall. It was the community hall for the whole area. All these country schools would do their school closing plays out here, which was a really big deal back in the 30s and 40s and 50s and stuff. And farmers and ranchers would bring their kids learn to dance on this dance hall floor, and at night they'd put them on blankets underneath these benches around the edges, and the kids would go to sleep and the parents would dance all night. So, dance hall's been here since the late 1800s.
Wow, I'm sure you guys have had some amazing talent perform here as well.
We have.
Yeah, and I noticed, and I don't know if you guys are familiar with Corey Morrow, but he'll be here as well.
It's going to be here in August.
In August, so
August 13th.
if you guys are in the area, I suggest you check him out.
Corey is great.
Yeah, and I'll actually post a link on that.
Now, Corey maybe, I think, is on the outdoor stage.
Oh, is he?
It's kind of hot in here in August.
Which would make sense.
But he's
Texas
great on
heat.
the outdoor stage. He'll be barefoot as normal. But But Corey will be here, but tonight Doug will be in here. So they're going to do a dance tonight.
Okay.
Yeah.
And do you guys have anything coming up in the future that might be something that that you want to share with some of my fans that maybe we can look forward to, other than I know we'll be mentioning Corey more?
Well, we've got Corey coming, and really we're into our times of the year right now because of the heat. We've just had our food truck festival. We had a huge concert last Friday with Cody Johnson, William Clark Green, and Dalton Domino.
Okay.
We had about 2,000 people here for that. Big outdoor stage, complete with smoke machine. That was good, but we've got Corey coming up, and then I guess the next biggest thing is we've got Cody Jinks coming for Labor Day weekend.
Great.
And that's going to be a really big concert.
Somebody.
That's right. A biker, and man, all they're doing is listening to the music and having a great time and having a cold beer together.
Well, I look forward to that because I'm definitely going to be somebody tonight. And if you guys are ever here in Texas, please come and check out Luckenbach. It is a very unique, beautiful location here in the hill country of Texas.
12 miles out of Fredericksburg.
Well, there you go. And just remember, everybody is somebody here at Luckenbach. I want to thank everybody for joining here, and thank you very much to Bobby.
Welcome. My pleasure.
It was definitely an honor to have my first show. I know the service has been spotty.
Yeah.
The phone, it's a different phone that I'm using, and I don't know if right now if it's sideways or front ways or whatnot. But I'm just glad that I was able to get this off and to showcase this great town that you guys have here. Just remember, guys, there's an icon on your right. That's a notification. It'll tell you whenever I do go live. And also, please share. Sharing is caring. I do appreciate you guys, everybody who has joined me and who also